want to start Cosmo and then Kit and then Joseph. Each of you, if you could answer this a little bit. This the pain that you guys portray, that Cosmo and Joseph portray, and that Kit you reflect. Like we're seeing it through your eyes in a lot of ways. I don't think I've ever seen anything quite like it on screen. And I've heard other people saw it say the same thing. It's unbelievable. How did you access it? How did you craft it? And what do you kind of hope the responses or the experiences for audiences? I know that's a lot, but I can't stop thinking about those moments.
Is that for Cosmo and myself,
Cosmo.
or for it's for
Yeah,
Cosmo?
Cosmo can
All
start.
right.
Maybe Cosmo. Yeah.
Well, every character is different, and the circumstances that every character finds themselves in are always different from each other, from job to job. And in the case of this one, and the way of going about it was really not that much different to anything else that I've done previously. The only difference was, I suppose, that on this particular job, the application of acting was felt a little bit more, maybe like a legitimate application, given the experiences of those involved in the original event that we were tasked with portraying. And so it just that was slightly different in terms of the feeling behind the kind of wind in the sails of the job itself. It felt like it was a little bit more than just entertainment, and it was. And so that was. And in terms
Certainly.
of people having what I hope for them to take from it, I don't really have any preconceived wishes for people to take anything from it, but I just hope that they witness it at some point.
Yeah, and Kit, when these guys are going through what their characters go through, and you're watching it, like what kind of like how do you try to remind yourself this was real, these people really went through it, and seeing what they do and how they perform those moments?
I mean, we did 3 weeks of boot camp, so I suppose we developed this real kind of love for one another and this real bond. So for me, watching the two of them, do some of these really quite intense and harrowing scenes, there wasn't too much acting required, and I think there's it's a really as you said, a lot of my characters kind of task in this film is reacting. It's all about reaction and reflection. So I just got to kind of watch them do some really quite incredible acting.
Joseph, I want to ask, there's so much physicality in the role. How did it prepare you for, jumping into, or did it prepare you? And how does it contrast with going on to things like Fantastic Four and other extremely physical roles you've had to do?
Physically, I guess the ethos, we all learned physically what to do on this. There was a lot of physical training that was required to portray these men. We worked out together, we ate together, we slept near each other in the same place, and that kind of really built this kind of brotherly bond. And I guess, like, physically, to prepare for any role, there is a requirement needed, and each character requires something different of you, and that's the best part of it. Is there any other part of the question that I've missed out?
No, that's great. I really appreciate you guys. I got to wrap, but
nice one.
Have a great rest of your press day. Thanks for doing this movie. It's excellent. You all did a wonderful job.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.